It's hot out here.
It's so hot. It's crazy because I woke up with a jacket.
Can you go back and give me ice for my coffee? Like, I thought I was going to drink iced cold. I was going to start drinking hot coffee because it's cold.
Right, but now the coffee's like
Flip your
lukewarm.
headphones.
What do you mean?
Well, your cord's like
Yeah, that's why I like it. I like it on my left side.
me too. But here, yeah, buddy. Get some!
Oh,
I think that's a German getting ready to bomb Pearl Harbor. Yeah, look at him, dude.
dude, that thing's orange.
That's a freaking God, come on, make a flyby. That's a instrumental.
Come by like right
what do they
here.
call them? Not instrumental. That's a instrumental. We were at Guitar Center last night, so I'm thinking instrumental. It's a
Look at it. It's
Yeah.
coming right by us.
He saw it.
He's
He saw
coming
it.
right by us.
Yeah, he saw it.
He's like,
Yeah.
what are these
The
two people
podcast.
doing?
Yeah.
This is
That
sick.
is so cool. Oh, dude, that is rad.
Welcome back to the Ryan Nicholas Hour, everybody.
That's not. What do they call that? That's called when you buy a plane, put it together yourself and fly it. You don't need like FAA rules and regulations and shit like that.
Oh, that's not. Do you think he has to call like air control?
Nah, dude.
Because he's out in the middle of nowhere, right?
No, it's
He's just cruising.
But it's called something.
Regulations, I guess.
Man, that fucking flight school I went to sure didn't do me a whole lot, huh?
No, I'm surprised you haven't gone back. Thought you wanted your license.
I do want to get my license. You know, it's like the thing about getting a license is once you get it, you got to maintain it.
Right, because you got to stay in the air.
Yeah,
Which means you got to spend a lot of money on gas, and you got to buy your own plane.
No, when you rent a plane, so if you go rent a plane, like when I was getting them at French Valley, it was $175 an hour, and that included the fuel. So you could get a Cessna 178 for $175 an hour with fuel. You know, 2 hours, 178 times 2. With the
356.
instructors, like $325 an hour. But it's not expensive because, like, if you really wanted to, you could, like, my plan was when we were living in Canyon Lake was to be able to, like, take your mom, go rent a plane for an hour, 2 hours, like, fly
And
up
just
to
buzz around.
No, go to French Valley, rent a plane, fly up to Malibu, get lunch, and fly home, and it'd be like a $500 lunch.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the plane, there, back, and lunch. That's like,
It's not bad.
it's not horrible. You know, like, I mean, you figure you take your wife to lunch, it's gonna cost you $50.
Just add an extra zero.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you get to fly, and you can like take off and fly over Disney and take the coast, and like, you know,
Kind of see different things too. New restaurants, new
But
places.
when your mom told me, she was like, "I'll never fly with you." I was like, "Why?" She's like, "I'm not getting one of those little tiny fucking things, man. They crash." I'm like, "No, they don't. I mean, they do, but
They do, but it depends on the pilot.
When-
And you're the pilot, so I wouldn't get in it either. No, I would.
when was the last time you heard of a small aircraft crash?"
Honestly,
think
I don't
of
think I've
it?
ever heard of a little air crash.
They have like
I know,
there
but
was
I-
one in Riverside where like there was a guy going to like a cheer competition or something like that, and he took like his
Kobe
daughter's
Bryant,
friend.
but that was a helicopter.
Yeah, that was a helicopter, and you know what they were flying. That is a situation where you have a famous person telling his pilot, "I need you to get me and my daughter and my daughter's friend to a basketball game," because I think that's where they were going.
I
like
think so, too.
something like that. So the pilot like doesn't want to let his boss down, so he chose to fly in bad conditions because he didn't want to let his boss down.
Mm-hmm.
But it cost him his life and Kobe's life.
Yeah, it cost
and
them
the
all their
daughters.
lives.
It cost them all their lives because the conditions were not right for being flying a helicopter. Like, I mean, I don't know if they had. I'm sure he was an IFR pilot where he could fly with instruments, but he smashed into the side of a mountain. Like, he
That's
couldn't.
not funny.
I don't. It's not funny at all. Like, because it's a real thing that happens, but
Right.
it shouldn't have happened.
No, it shouldn't.
Something happened. Like he didn't do something right. Like when planes fall out of the air, it's usually not because of the plane.
It's because of the person operating it.
Like there was a jet that just ran off the runway not too long ago, and they came in There was another place. So they have airspeed, right? So like when you have everybody getting into a traffic pattern and they're coming into land, like at a big airport, like when you go to Vegas, you can see headlight at dark time.
Oh, dude, at Vegas,
you can see 8 or 9 planes lined up. They're in a traffic pattern. Their airspeed all has to be about the same.
Yeah.
It's like you're going 200, 300, whatever it is. Have your airspeed and your ground speed has to be the same. Because if you have someone their ground speed, not the same as someone's airspeed,
they're gonna collide.
or they're gonna come in too soon. Like I told you, it's like planes can't take off at the same time.
It disrupts the air. I didn't actually know that.
It's just like a wave in a boat.
You got to stop interrupting me. You got to let me talk.
Talk.
Yeah. So when planes come into land, I guess the air is disturbed, and so the plane's taken off, can't catch the air. It's like a boat.
How do you know that?
Waking a boat. You told me.
Well, I mean, did you fact check me to make sure I'm right?
No.
Well, you probably should.
I'm gonna agree with the world has told me because the universe never lies.
Yeah, it does.
It's not the internet.
I mean, like, air does get disrupted, just like in the water. Like, if a boat goes by, you have a ripple effect. Same with the air. You have a ripple effect in the air. So, like, or even just planes landing. So, like, there was a jet trying to come into land, and his airspeed didn't match the airspeed of the plane behind him, so he sped up because he was not he was too far behind.
He was out of line.
He would have been better off to just go around.
Yeah. So he got rear-ended?
No, he ran off the runway because he came in too low and too fast.
Oh.
He couldn't stop in time.
Got it.
They put the after thrusters. You could see them open up on the jets. Like they open up.
Yeah.
And it just he couldn't stop, and they ran off the end of the runway into freaking the grass, dude. Ruined the jet.
Mm-hmm.
They're better off just going around.
So we're in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, I don't. Well, that plane went by. That's how we got on. I was gonna say I don't know how we got on that topic, but
That's exactly how we got on the topic.
Yeah.
But we woke up this morning and decided.
Well, hold on. I woke up this morning,
Okay.
took a shower, got up, realized dude, it's 8:00. It's late. I don't get up that late.
Slept in.
Went and woke you up. Yeah, it's been a rough weekend. Went and woke you up.
I mean, I was awake. It's just when you came in, I was like, okay, now we need to start moving around. Like, I was up.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to get out of bed.
And I knew we had to do this podcast this morning. I was like, oh, we got to do a podcast this morning. I'm like, all right, great. I'm excited. I love doing this.
Yeah.
Let's go do it somewhere different. It's a nice day. It's not windy.
The wind was the best part.
There's no wind at all. It's like,
Nothing.
It's hot. Like, I could be in shorts right now.
I woke up thinking I was going to have to put, like, a big coat on and, freeze. But no, like, even this hot coffee, like, I wish it was iced.
I was iced.
Yeah.
Go home and get ice.
No.
It's only like...
You go home and get ice.
How long does it take to get home?
Like 5-10 minutes. Round trip, we're probably looking
Sniffling
at, like,
in
12.
the mic. That's... Yeah, no, we live... So we're not allowed to talk about where we live, but we're like...
Round trip, 12 minutes from house.
12 minutes?
Probably.
Oh, yeah, because in the house. But, like, if you got in the Maverick right now or on the bike and went home, how long would it take you to get home?
On the bike, it'd probably take me 3 minutes.
Really?
I think so, yeah. It's not like I'm that good.
I'm thinking like a minute.
Plus, I haven't rode in a year. I got on it the other time for the first day, and it was so slippery.
I'm thinking like a minute.
I'll still beat you in a race there, though.
If we were racing, no, you won't.
Yeah.
No, you won't.
Yeah, I would.
No, you won't.
Yeah, I would.
Absolutely not.
No, I would, because you know
You
what?
can't.
I wouldn't go on the trails. I'd just beeline it.
And so would I.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
No, you'd hit a rock.
I would crush that rock.
Yeah, no. If I hit a rock,
hey,
I'm done.
You know what? We found the only pile of rocks in this desert.
We really did.
Like this little. So we're on this little mountaintop in our backyard. Our house is like right over there somewhere. Like we back up to this beautiful desert. This is our backyard.
It is pretty beautiful.
If you look at that direction, our house is over there somewhere. Over there's Mount Charleston. Over there's Vegas.
That's California, straight that way.
California's that way. If the cameras were facing over there, you could see the dry lake bed, which is actually in California. We're only like 3 or 4 miles from the California border.
It would take us about the same amount of time to go home as it would to go to California.
And if the cameras, so this camera here, if you're facing that way, that's where like the brothels are, the Chicken Ranch, Shirley's.
Yeah,
like, everybody talks about the brothels in Nevada. There's 2 of them. Literally, I could see them from here. They're not that far, and they're actually not what you think. They're really cool.
I've never been.
I know you're not old enough,
Is it 21?
It's 21,
Yeah.
but like I've never got a lady. That's what they call it when you go there. They call them a lady. Like you walk in, they're like, "Oh, would you like a lady?" I'm like, "No, I'm just here for a
What
sandwich."
is that awful sound?
I don't know. We're in the middle of the desert, so
I wonder if Dirk got in one of them.
maybe. But like they have like Shirley's has like a little restaurant where you can get like they got food and then they
Yeah.
both have bars and they're pretty cool. You can go and tour them. They give you free tours. They'll get a lady to give you a tour. It's pretty neat. Actually, it's kind of cool and it's very, very, very safe. Like the girls get tested when they come in. They're there on a contract, so like they have to stay.
They're there. They're not allowed to leave.
Yeah, well, they're allowed to leave, but they gotta be supervised when they leave, and it's only for the safety of everybody to make sure like they're not going to someone's house and get like a disease and then bring it back to the brothel. Like it's very, very controlled. Me and your mom, we've gone there. I've taken your grampy there. We've had a beer. I go there, get a sweater. It's cool. If you ever come to Nevada and you're with your wife or your husband or whatever, come out to
Chicken Ranch Brothel.
Chicken Ranch or
Or
Shirley's.
Shirley's.
And check them out. They give free tours. Shirley's has a restaurant where you can get food. They both have bars. They have sweaters and like touristy type things you could buy. They're
It's a little day adventure.
yeah. You don't have to go there and partake in the what they offer. It's really a cool experience, I think.
Yeah, I want to go eventually, but I gotta wait 2 years.
You're single, so like if you went there and if I wasn't been married to your mom for 20 plus years,
Would you get yourself a nice little lady?
I don't know, cause like you would have to fill it out, and it'd have to be a vibe, you know. Like I don't know if I could just go in there and wham some stranger. You
gotta have a little bit of a connection.
That's kind of how they work. So when me and your grampy went there, we went in and sat down at the bar, and they're like, would you like a lady? And we're like, no, we're just here for a beer. It was like Thanksgiving last year or year before, I can't remember. And we went in, sat down, and a couple girls came up. A girl came up to me and your grandpa, and they're like, "Oh, how you guys doing?" I'm like, "Oh, good. We live around the corner here. We're just here to have a beer." And they're like, "Oh, okay. Are you interested in anything? Can we take you in the back and talk to you about what we have to offer?" And I'm like, no, we're just gonna have a cocktail. It's completely fine. They're like, okay. I told her, I was like, I'm married and I'm happily married, and like I'm not here for that service or anything like that.
Just here for the food.
Just here to have a beer with my wife's dad, and they're like, you know what? I mean, well, how about you come back with your wife? It's a really good experience for both of you guys, because they all I don't know. I'm not into that.
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I'm not into it.
All I know about the Chicken Ranch is that is the last place that prostitution is legal.
Well, they're all over Nevada. There's one on the way to Reno.
Is there?
Yeah.
Maybe me and Eric can stop.
Well, me and Eric stopped by there and just went in and got a
What's it called?
I don't know. There's a fireworks store there. It's off of Highway 95. I just went in and got a Red Bull. It's like a gas station liquor store, but then there's like a brothel in the back.
Okay, so it's kind of tucked away.
Well, not really tucked away. It's on the highway.
No, the brothel's like tucked away.
Well, no, it's not tucked away. It's right on the highway.
Oh, does it say like
Absolutely,
brothel?
yeah, real big.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not hiding.
It's like a truck stop, gas station, brothel.
Dude, it's actually so bright out. I wish I had glasses.
I know. That's why I brought glasses.
I'm like sitting here like squinting my eyes.
I mean, we could have set up facing and recording
this
way,
way, but it'd be different.
And the thing is
I like our little vibe we got going on.
This over here is the trail.
Yeah.
So if we were on that side, we'd be sitting on the trail. And I don't want to sit on the trail because I don't want to interrupt people. The people might come by and ride through here, like up and over this little mountain. So there's a trail behind us that comes over, and you can go that way, or that way.
There's trails everywhere.
Yeah, there's like 4 different trails. Like
we should throw the drone up.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Once you get on top of this mountain, there's like 4 little trails that go 4 different directions. But I didn't want to be on the trail, and then there was this little pile of rocks right here, and I'm like, we were gonna set up over there, and I was like, yeah, let's put the Maverick on a little pile of rocks and the bike and lift them up to kind of make a cool backdrop for filming.
Yeah. And bring some guns, because why not?
Yeah, we went. I shot already. I shot my.
You
SKS.
shot all the ammo when I went back to the house to grab a dongle for this.
Yeah, we forgot something at the house, so I got to kill about 12 rounds waiting for you.
Yeah.
Shot about 300 yards out, hit a
Which
bush.
I think later, as in like whenever we're ready, we're gonna get up and have a little competition and see who's got some better aim. And I think I'm gonna smoke you.
I don't think you are.
I think I am.
No, we'll film it.
I know we will.
We got a little board right there. We got targets in the Maverick. We're gonna tape it up, do it proper, be safe.
And I'm gonna crush you.
No, you won't.
So let me know when you want to run it.
What do you have there? I brought my I got a Glock 42, which is a 380, and it's my preferred weapon of choice to carry because I usually carry a weapon everywhere I go. In the states that allow me to do it. But it's small, it's compact, it holds 6 rounds. You know, right now I got full metal jackets in here because we're shooting. When we're not shooting, I have hollow points right here. This is what I normally carry. But, yeah, no, I'm excited to go. I haven't shot since last winter.
That's probably the last time I shot.
I
have a Smith & Wesson.
You cleared that, right?
9mm. Yeah, of course I cleared it.
Okay.
Come on.
You know how to clear a weapon?
Yeah, you pull a mag out and you check the thingy.
Yeah, but you also should stick your finger down in there just to make sure, you know, it's like look down in there. You can actually lock it and just, you know, you want to make sure there's nothing in your weapon before you start
playing with it like a toy.
You know, safety in guns is very, very important.
Yeah, you want to let me talk about what I have yet?
One slip up could end your life or mine, you know, so it's very important to be safe.
Right. So I got a Smith & Wesson 9mm. It's a 9 Shield, I think.
It's an MP Shield.
Yeah, MP Shield.
Yeah, I bought that in Sholo.
Yeah, and then you came down for, I think it was my birthday.
I bet.
And you said, "Hey Blake, do you want a gun?" I said, "I have no clue what I'll do with it, but I'll take it."
Well, I mean, I just wanted
home protection.
You're always shooting my guns, and you like guns.
Yeah, I think guns are cool.
You're fairly safe with them. I felt that like you're ready for a gun. You were 19, so
yeah, good time.
But I didn't buy you a gun for your birthday.
No, you just had one.
I bought it for your birthday, but didn't want to give it to you, and if you didn't want it.
Right.
It's not like, hey, here, happy birthday, I bought you a gun.
No, it was very much appreciated, because it's my first firearm.
Mm-hmm. That's a nice one.
And I got hollow points instead of full metal jackets, mainly because
you start popping those out. I brought you a box of full metal jacket right here.
Yeah.
So you can actually start taking those hollow points out and put them in here. Here, you can load that up.
Look at us.
That way you can
kick your ass in the shooting competition.
I don't think so. Maybe.
I think I will.
Wrong way.
They do go upside down. So I wonder, do you think there's a reason why the bottom of it is gray as opposed to gold?
Well, one is steel and one's brass.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Looks cool. But I have hollow points because it's more so for home protection. When you shoot a hollow point into an object, the bullet kind of
blisters out,
rips open, and it doesn't pierce.
It mushrooms out.
Yeah, it doesn't pierce.
Whatever you shoot, it stays in.
As opposed to a full metal jacket where
goes
that
through
thing's
that
just
guy
gonna
and hits the guy behind him.
Rip through. Yeah. Gosh, I love how much you let me talk.
I know.
It's great.
I should actually have you go over to a class to get your CCW.
Like concealed carries weapon?
Yeah, they have front sight. Was here, and then someone bought it. It's not front sight anymore, and they got some really good training. Yeah, they got some really good training over there. You could actually see.
Is it that gray building out there?
Gray building?
Yeah, you see that building?
No,
or is that Tacopa?
No. Tacopa's on the other side of the mountain. No, there's like they have all kinds of training out there. There's like this big thing you can climb up onto and shoot down that you can see. Like, I can barely see it from here. But
I have an 8-round magazine. He's got a 6. I guess that does kind of mean he's more precise than me.
No, I mean, you got a bigger gun.
I got bigger bullets.
Like, look, let me see.
What is yours? Mine's a 9. Yours is a...
Let's see. I mean, if you were to compare the two side by side, look, they're, like,
mine's a little beefier, and yours is a little...
yours is a lot bigger.
Yeah.
This is why I like the Glock 42. It's a 380. It's smaller. It's more compact, easier for concealed carry. Whether it's on my person or in my backpack, it's always on me.
Yeah, I should get my concealed carry. That way I can carry. Isn't it legal? So I don't know for sure, but is it completely legal to open carry a firearm? Like, as long as it's not concealed and it is very visible.
Depends on the state you're in.
Like the state of Nevada. Let's talk about that.
Theoretically, you would have to have the iPad I told you to bring.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
With being out here, you can't open your laptop and
No,
start
we
just like
cannot.
looking at our phones or recording because we haven't bought the cameras.
We
yet.
have no access to the internet.
Yeah.
Granted, we don't have it at the house either. So
You know what?
nothing's changed.
I wonder. So, let's see.
So,
If
I'm
you want to
very
take
curious.
this gun apart and clean it, I think, yeah. Just like that.
This one only holds 7.
So that's. Boom.
That's fine. I don't
What
know
is
what
this?
like.
Where'd this come from?
What is that?
I don't know.
Why was there money in the gun?
This
that-
wasn't in a gun. Where'd it come? It came out of this box right here.
Oh. Let me see. Let me see that.
Let's leave that there. That's
Okay.
Look at this.
What am I looking at? Oh, you took it apart.
Yeah.
How do you take a gun apart? I never learned. Like, if I wanted to take this apart right now, what's the first step?
This is. I don't know. I don't know how to take a Smith & Wesson apart. I know how to take my gun apart.
Yeah, I should probably learn how to take my gun apart, right?
Mhm.
Because you need to be able to clean these things.
Absolutely. Gotta be able to clean your gun. Like
Do you want to go shoot? Do you want to have the little competition?
right now?
Yeah, let's get up and shoot some guns.
You want to shoot guns right now?
Well, yeah, we can come back and then talk about shooting, and we're probably 30 minutes into it, so we could just,
We're not already 30 minutes into this podcast, are we?
maybe.
Why don't you go ahead and, yeah, go ahead.
All right, let's go shoot some guns.
Okay, let's do it. I gotta put mine back together first. All right, recording. Hear protection in.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You didn't bring it?
No, it was on my shoulders.
Oh, you dropped it. Found him.
Ear protection.
So what do you want to do? You want to do 3 shots each? Mark, come back, 3 shots, mark.
Well, we don't need a mark because we got cameras.
I know, but
We
it'd
know
be
the
nice
first
to
3
know
shots are
which
yours, the next 3 shots are mine.
one. Okay. So I'm shooting 3.
Shoot 3.
Shoot 3. Okay. There we go.
Did you even hit it?
Nope.
I see 1 hole.
I see 2.
Look, up here. 7, 9, way up there.
That was the first one.
All right. Well, let's go. Let me see what I can do.
So 16. So first one was a dud. and
Probably
then
should have a camera
I'm at 16.
where you can see us walking up too. All right. Well, the Glock 42 don't have a safety. The trigger is the safety. Done live.
Oh, you were almost cool.
Wow. Where am I at?
0, 0, 0.
0, 0, 0.
Yeah.
All right. Let's try again.
Okay.
So what's the score?
16-0.
Well, I got to make sure that you look good on the first one.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I only got 2. Give me the third one.
I think this one's for sure mine.
That's for sure mine.
That's mine from the first round.
Oh, that's for sure mine. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. That's why if you try to fight me and I got a gun, you're probably going to kick my ass.
Right. Look how much more accurate I am.
I wasn't even aiming.
Uh-huh.
I'm making sure you won so you didn't look bad on the podcast.
I think you just don't know how to properly aim a gun. You want some of this?
Go ahead. Have fun. Yeah. You know what, though? If we were shooting a 2-year-old,
What about shooting a 2-year-old?
It would be the 2-year-old would be dead. I mean, what man is that big?
No.
And this guy's head is like the size of a fucking fist.
I wasn't even aiming for his head. Now that I think about it, I was all torso.
I didn't aim for the head either.
Uh-uh.
Run up there and grab a couple rounds out of the box. Let's do 3 shots each at the head. Hold on. Those are hollow. Are those? Yeah. How many did you put in there?
6.
All right. Go for it. 3 at the head. See what you got.
This one's new.
Yeah, that is new.
And then I think the shoulders.
Alright. See if I can hit the head. One thing, make sure you pick your brass up. Like, there's... Where did I see it at?
It's a bunch over here. But this is all ours.
Pick your trash up, man. That's not cool. Right here. This isn't all ours. We didn't shoot this much. That's like a 45. What is that? Can you read that? What's that say? Remember the camera. What's the camera say?
45.
Yeah, we're not shooting 45. Yeah, so all these 45 rounds casings, they're everywhere.
Dude.
No, pick your brass up. I'm not really sure why this is here, but it's been here since I've moved here. That's pretty neat. So there's the dry lake bed we talked about earlier. California's that way. Glamis is over there, or the Glamis, Dumont. Dumont's over there. That's Mount Charleston. And if you look, I don't know if you can see it. You see the little cars on the highway over there? Way out there. Those cars, they're going to Vegas. That's the road out of here to Vegas. Vegas on the other side of that mountain. This is our backyard. All this trash people leave. Came out here last year and picked a bunch of trash up. Probably gonna have to do it again this year. Ooh.
Well, that was fun.
Are you hot?
Sweating.
Right?
The volatility of this heat, man.
Right.
I don't even want seriously, go get ice. This coffee's too hot.
Nah, we ain't gonna be out here much longer. We gotta make those money.
Yeah, we got stuff to do.
That's what to do.
Got some responsibilities.
We're recording, right? Both cameras are on?
Yeah.
All right. You sure? You checked them?
Pretty positive.
All right. Well, one thing we're gonna talk about right now is
how much better of a shot I am than you.
Yeah, you are a better shot. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Because my mind's not there right now because I'm stuck on something.
Yeah. Keep making those excuses.
Yeah, that's fine. I got a headache. No, we're gonna talk about something that's very important. It affects a lot of people.
Oh, yeah. I think we should. I think this is a very important topic that we should cover.
You know, it's like I don't know if I'm not ashamed. I'm not disappointed. I don't know what the word is.
You have made a realization.
Well, I've always had alcohol in my life is a big thing. It's always been. Like, I've always drank a lot of beer. Never really a hard alcoholic with hard alcohol. There was a minute there where I was like, whiskey was a problem. But beer in general has been a problem. And then there's always been the drugs, you know, like cocaine, meth. I've never been a big weed guy, but... It's
hard drugs.
Yeah, hard drugs. And they ruin a lot of families. Like, they really do.
They ruin a lot of lives.
They do.
In general.
Lives. They do. And, you know, just coming out here shooting, we pulled ammo out of a box. And in this box, there was one of my little hidden stashes of drugs. Speed, meth, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't promote this. I mean, I did it for a long time, and it almost cost me my marriage and my family, and it's not worth it. So, like, I pulled this out, salt sitting on the table, and I was like, what was that? Like, what's that? Like, I know exactly what that is. This is, like, I haven't done drugs since January, February, March, April, May, June. Probably, like, May, June. I don't know the exact date.
Probably, like, a little bit after me and Sienna moved out.
I can't remember like the exact date because I'm not one of those guys that like, oh,
I've been sober for 3 months and 21 days.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like if I don't want to drink, I don't drink. If I don't want to do drugs.
That's how I am. If I don't want to smoke, I don't want to smoke.
Like I've done drugs on and off my whole life since I was like 12.
Never done hard drugs.
Like I mean, it sucks. Like I've always let you make your own choices, but I've told you the consequences of drugs because I know from experience.
Mm-hmm.
And you've made very, very, very good decisions. And
I think so.
This is a risk here. Your mom might get mad at me for even doing this, but like pulling this out and putting it on YouTube is like, this is like real life. This isn't staged. I didn't put this in there. This is not like
this is authenticity.
This is not baby powder. This is actually real meth. You know, this is real. Like your mom's found this type of setup in my wallet. You know, that's real meth. It is. Like there's no.
Oh, it's on your coffee lid now.
I'm not sugarcoating this shit. This right here almost cost me my life, my wife, my kids.
Almost cost you me.
Everything.
This
Like,
wouldn't have been a thing.
No, and it's not worth it. And I realize like I will drink. I will have cocktails. I'll drink. Like I'll go out with, and it's fine. It's under control. My drinking's never been a problem. Drugs is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody on drugs, like you just got to figure out how to get off. Like
they're addicting.
It's not just addicting. It becomes a way of life.
Yeah.
It's like
it shapes you into a whole different person.
It does. It's like drinking coffee. Like you get up in the morning, you drink your coffee.
It's like nicotine.
Like when you do drugs, you get up in the morning and you wake up and the first thing you want to do is smoke you want to take a hit.
Yeah, I mean just like vaping. I know a bunch of my friends vape, and it's
crazy how
wake up and the first thing you think is, oh my gosh, where's my Nick? And then you don't find it and you start flipping out. It's an insane addiction that really does control your life.
And a lot of people probably aren't going to be man enough, woman enough, whatever you want to be, to confront it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm sitting out here with my son in the middle of the desert, and instead of hiding this and like not, I'm facing it. I'm confronting it. He knows my past. My wife knows my past. My family knows my past.
Yeah.
And it's my past, and I face it head on
for a long time.
I'm responsible. Like I take responsibility for my actions, regardless of how I was raised, right or wrong. It's my decision. It's my choice. And this is not me anymore. Like, I don't want to do this shit anymore. So, that's drugs. Like,
Gonzo. Yeah, no, you've come a long way, because I remember...
This is not me anymore. I don't do this shit.
I remember...
Don't want to do it.
Before I moved out, the whole situation was just insane, and that's kind of why I moved out, honestly.
Me and Mom were crazy.
That whole situation.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then...
Had to get away from it. And then I think once I finally did, I don't know if that was the realization for you and Mom. No, I'm good, honestly.
If anybody wants $1, I'm going to take this $1 right here.
This is an important $1.
I'm going to take this $1. I'm going to leave it underneath this pile of rocks right here in this valley. So if anybody wants to come out here and find $1, it'll be here. Now, it's coated in drugs, and I'm pretty sure most dollars in circulation are.
I would say at least 20% of all dollars.
But this one right here,
seen drugs.
This is like, not only am I dumping the drugs, I'm dumping the container that held the drugs. I'm not taking it home with me. It's the past. And I think this is a very, very important thing. I don't know what to say about it. Your mom's not going to be happy if this goes up because it's embarrassing.
But at the same time...
It's not embarrassing for me. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Every podcast.
It's not embarrassing for me because I...
You've made the realization that you're done with it. You're over it. You don't want it no more.
Yeah, and I want to try to help people get off of it. Like, whatever I could do from... the day I decided to quit doing drugs forward, anything I could do to help anybody get off drugs is like I want to do. I don't know how to do it though. Like I was telling you, Ed Milet, you're better off helping the person that you used to be.
Mm-hmm.
So anything, and I don't know yet. I'm sure God is gonna show me how in the future, but right now I'm still working on myself and my marriage. And
I will say, since the time that you have been off drugs, like I don't know, it's probably been like 5-6 months.
maybe,
Yeah. You've had this realization, and I've had this realization, where we're kind of in this point where we want to learn a skill, regardless what it is, that helps us help others.
yeah. And
Like, we went to...
the best way to help someone, like we gotta make ourselves financially free.
Right, where we're not dependent on another company or another
Like where we
person's
don't have to
paycheck.
get up and go to work, or even owning a business. Like owning a business is not freedom. Like
No.
I've owned a business like for a long time, and like I don't want to go work for someone. I already know that.
I work for someone right now, but I don't plan on doing it for the next 30 years of my life. Like, I want to be able to wake up in the morning and do what I need to do to make money, like whatever it is.
Yeah, whether it's investing or stocks or it's real estate or whatever it is you do to make money. But ultimately,
I want to make enough money to where I can help someone else to the point where they can help another.
yeah, like dude, you know what? It's corny as hell. You fucking call me whatever.
Super corny, but
No.
you
What I'm about
gotta
to
dream
say,
it.
call me whatever you want to call me. Call this corny as hell, but like Mr. Beast,
Right.
like totally. Like when I watched that video of him building those wells in like Africa and Zimbabwe, and it's like 5 years ago, I'd be like, that guy's an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
He's got all this money. Why doesn't he have a boat? Why isn't he going fishing? Why doesn't he have like a jet? And he's like,
or
why-
all these cars. Like,
why-
why is he wasting his money on 100 wells when he could do
why
all these
isn't
things for
he-
himself?
Why isn't he like, why isn't he just like taking care of himself? Like, no, dude, he like, and now I see that.
I
How
get it
huge
too.
is that?
I'm still at a point where I want nicer things because I don't have a lot of stuff. Like, I still want to be able to buy my first house. I want to be able to have a nice car. Like, I still want those things, but I also want to not be so materialistic that I can't do anything for anybody else because I'm so wrapped up in myself.
I don't want anything.
I
don't want.
I'm still young. I need a house.
I know.
Need a wife.
I know. But I don't want to own a house. Like I want to own 100 houses.
Yeah.
But in those 100 houses, I don't want to rent them.
Mm-hmm.
I want to like put families in them, husbands and wives and children that
Mm-hmm.
can't afford to get a conventional loan. I want to figure out how to get those guys in the house and get them
Financially okay, so they can really focus on their family and themselves.
Well, it's like, God, I wish I had millions of dollars. I could just buy a house and say, here, move in, give you an interest rate, pay me back, and I take the interest to get into the next one,
Mm-hmm.
and because I have to live,
Mm-hmm.
I got to eat, I need a place to live. I don't need a mansion. I'll live in my motorhome. I don't care. You
have lived in your motorhome. I've lived in that
I
motorhome.
prefer to live in my motorhome. And
It's mobile.
yeah, go to a new town, new city. Like if I could figure out how to live in my motorhome and go to like an area where I could buy 4 or 5 houses and remodel them, not pay people to remodel them, I'll remodel them.
Yeah, I'll do the work with you.
And then sell them to people that can't get a regular loan at these astronomical interest rates that they can afford, and let them pay it off in 10 years, give them a realistic plan.
Something that doesn't cost $500,000 with an 8% interest rate. Like,
Well,
that's ridiculous.
Something that don't cost $3,500 a month for 30 years.
Yeah.
Like, hey, your house, like if I had a house for 60 grand and put 40 into it, 100 grand, pay it. Like, how can you pay off 100 grand in 10 years? Like, why does a 100 grand loan take 30 years to pay off at 8%, $750 a month, $800 a month, when you're working a job that only pays you $15 an hour?
Yeah, the real estate...
It's not even 30 grand a year.
The market does not match the minimum wage typical job.
Not at all.
Not at all. Which... I know we're kind of building a plan to try and escape that and more so be above.
I don't know. I don't want to say I'm out of it, but like I could literally not work anymore and live.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't.
Like I could like
I wish I could.
I could live. I could sell off a lot of shit, but I could probably make it work to where I don't have to work and your mom doesn't have to work, but we can't do anything. We can't go anywhere.
Can't get dinners.
We can't go out to dinner. We got to cook a cheap meal every single night. And
living off of ramen.
Yeah, like we could rent. Well, we got one house rented. We can rent this house, and we can get into like 1,000 Trails membership where we can live in an RV park for 3 weeks, 21 days, and then go dry camp in a truck stop or whatever for 7 days and go to another. Like when we traveled for that whole year, that's what we did.
Yeah.
When we traveled for a whole year, we spent hardly anything on campgrounds because of that membership. $400 a year.
I think the most was like the keys, right? Like we had to pay for the keys.
No, we stayed there 2 weeks for free.
That was 1,000 Trails?
Yeah.
Really?
It wasn't. It was not 1,000 Trails. It was
KOA?
No, it was part of 1,000 Trails, but it's like a add-on at the time that they don't offer anymore. It was Encore. It was an Encore package. So we bought this Encore package. So we bought 1,000 Trails for $400 for the whole year, and then we bought this Encore package for $200. So we spent $600. And our entire road trip for that whole year, we pretty much stayed in every 1,000 Trails RV park and every Encore park. We stayed in 1,000 Trails in Kissimmee, in Orlando, and bounced around between those parks because you got to move every like 5 or 6 days to go park to park. But whatever, there's 3 parks right there.
Yeah, there's like it was really neat actually. We'd stay somewhere for 14 days and relocate, and the fact that we didn't have to keep paying for this was incredible.
We checked in and we were there for 14 days.
Bounced out, went to another, and we were there.
The only place like Bar Harbor, Maine, we had to pay for that because that wasn't 1,000 Trails. We had to pay for
but Maine was really cool.
Like Buffalo, like New York. No, New York was Accord, New York. That was 1,000 Trails. We stayed there for free.
I dislike New York. Never go to New York. When we were in New York, we went to what's that? Like the Big Apple, New York,
Times Square.
Times Square. We went to Times Square.
That's nasty.
It was disgusting. There was homeless people. There was like wild people just yelling everywhere. At some point,
some girl peed on a car.
Yeah, we were. I don't know where we were walking, but.
She just like
we were going somewhere
up and it looked like she threw up out her butt. It was just like
it exploded.
It was so gross.
Onto like a car tire too.
Yeah, it was not. People stubbornly.
It was like a waterfall of urination. It was wild.
Yeah, it was gross.
I will never go back to New York. I can't. It's so
San
gross.
Francisco's the same way.
I heard really bad things about I've heard bad things about Vancouver, Canada too.
I've never been there.
I've never been, but I just watched this YouTube.
I wish I wore a hat.
Yeah, I'm glad I flipped mine. I just watched this YouTube investigation, and some dude spent a week in Vancouver, Canada, and just documented it. And when you're walking around, you're just seeing like drug deals on the street because they made every drug legal. There's no longer an illegal drug. You can serve
speaking of drugs,
heroin,
some,
cocaine.
Anybody want some methamphetamine? It's out here mixed in with the dirt.
Yeah, let's kick that before we leave.
It's already gone, dude.
But no, it's just crazy how like you're walking down the street and that dude's dealing heroin and that dude's dealing crack and that dude's dealing meth and it's all over and there's people just on tranks slumped over. It's wild in Canada right now just because of one law. They decriminalized every drug.
Dude. I don't know. I don't know how to. Anyways, going back to helping people, that's my new goal in life. Like
Me too.
I don't want to be rich. I don't want to live in a big mansion.
I want to be okay.
I just want to help people, and I don't know how that's going to be, but I got to figure it out.
No, we got to figure it out.
We got to figure it out.
This is a family company thing.
Yeah. Like whatever we can do to make money to be able to provide for ourselves, but then to try to help other people.
I think that's kind of the end goal is like I don't need this yacht or I don't need this jet. Like I don't need that. I just want to be able to give that money to someone else.
You know what I want?
What do you want?
I want a friend that has a yacht.
Yeah, my buddy's got a yacht. Well, it's not like a yacht, but it's a boat.
Yeah, no, like I want people that help people that have nice things to invite me with them.
Yeah,
to help me help other people, but enjoy, I guess, the fruits of our labor in the process. Like, I don't want to live in a tent on the side of the road, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do the best that I can for me, but I want to do the best I can for everybody else too.
Mm-hmm. Helping others, but first we really do got to figure out how to help ourselves. That's the first mission.
You know how you make a lot of money?
How do you make a lot of money?
You go to the casino.
I don't think that's how it works.
Well,
if it was that simple, I think everyone would be helping others.
I think if you put $20,000 on red, you got a 49% chance of having $40,000.
I think if I walked in and put $20,000 on red, with my luck, it's landing on green.
Oh, every time.
That's my luck.
Yeah, every time. And you're not going to get black or red. It's going to be green.
It's going to be green.
So play a single zero table.
Yeah, because you have single zero, double zero, right?
Play a single 0-0,
Yeah.
so there's only one.
Mm-hmm.
Increase your odds. I don't know. Don't gamble. I love gambling. It's so fun. You know, if I could figure out how to live my life in my motorhome, traveling across the country, helping people, and my free time I can gamble. Like, honestly, I don't even need it. Like, I wish you could walk into a casino and gamble and it not cost money, because I just like the experience
Of the machine spinning.
I like playing the games, man. It's like I love getting the bonuses.
Really do.
I love playing the games. Like, I don't go in there and like I'm not like, my mindset isn't like I just lost $5,000. My mindset is like, man, that was a lot of fun.
But I just lost $5,000.
You know, I look at it as like playing. Like, if it costs how much did it cost to play a round of golf at Lake Las Vegas?
Lake Las Vegas was 18 holes for $160.
And how long?
And that was a weekday, so I
how
don't know
long
what
does
it is
it
on the
take to
weekend.
play?
3 hours.
3 hours. Okay, so $160. So if me and your mom like to play golf, which we don't, that would be $320, right?
Yeah.
So I would rather take $320 and go with your mom to a casino and play games together, have a drink or two, you know, and then, you know, if you play long enough, you know, you start earning points, which gives you comps. Now you get food, so you get the hotel rooms.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather take that $320 on a Saturday and spend it with your mom gambling in a casino, lose that $320, but I might be there for 5 or 6 hours.
I guess that's true.
And I'm spending time with your mom.
See, I guess for me, I can't gamble first off, and I don't think I'm going to.
Yeah,
Not
I'm not
until
telling
I'm
you
older.
to.
No,
but
right.
you like to play golf.
I love to play golf.
I
I would
hate golf.
much rather spend $500 and go play TPC Scottsdale with Caden,
Yeah.
as opposed to going and spending $500 in a casino.
I don't. I'd rather go to a casino.
And that's where we defer. But
Because-
that's okay. Everyone's
and
different.
It's not. I'm not going. And you know, if you win, that's just a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
If you could go to a casino, say $320, because that's what it costs for 2 people to play golf. So I could spend $320 for me and your mom to go play golf for 4 hours
Mm-hmm.
and do something we both don't like. Or I could pay $320 and go to a casino. Either way, I'm going to lose that $320. But at least in a casino, we're going to have fun playing games
Mm-hmm.
that we like to play. We're going to do something we enjoy together.
Yeah.
And there is a probability that we're going to lose, but we could win. Like,
What do you think the percentage chance of you walking into a casino and winning is?
I don't know.
Just simply playing slots. Like, do you
Dude,
think
you
it's...
could go through my phone, and I've got probably about 60 pictures of all hand pays.
Yeah.
Like,
But, do you think you walk in and you have, a 33% chance of walking
there's
out with
no
profit?
percentage, man. I don't know. The casinos are always going to win. I went to Pachanga's and walked in with $100. $100. No money in my... I was on drugs. I was fucking just, out of my mind. It was probably, 5 in the morning. Didn't sleep. Walked in with $100 and... won $12,300
Yeah.
on that $100.
Is that when you had that fat stack?
I mean,
At
I've
the
had a
shop.
lot of fat stack.
Yeah.
And then but when I left the casino that night, I didn't leave with 12,300. I think I left with 8,000.
Yeah.
So I gave $4,000 back that night, and then I drove home, went to Nugget, with $8,000 and whittled it down to 6. And then I think I got down to 5,500 because I remember it really vividly because I got a triple major. I got a $3,000 triple major and got $9,000 at the Nugget here and got back up to 12, $13,000.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I've won, but I've lost. Obviously, I've lost because I don't have any money.
Right.
I mean, I got money, but I'm not. I don't have
Rich.
gambling money. I used to have gambling money. I used to have everywhere I went, I had a pocket full of that.
We'd go to Lakeside on the dirt bike and the Can-Am, and you'd pull out $500-600.
Yeah, I
And
used
you
to
just
walk.
slap it in there.
I used to walk around with $7-8 in my pocket all the time.
Yeah. I walk around with 7 or 8 ones in my pocket. At all
And because
times.
of drugs, I don't anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't want to. I'd rather take that money and invest it in something to help someone. But in my free time, I want to gamble because it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I mean, your mom likes doing it too.
It doesn't hurt to slap $100 in the machine and play like dollar spins. That's 100 spins.
I know, but the way I look at it is the way you look at golf. That was my analogy.
Yeah.
Like you'd rather go like if you had a spouse and your spouse liked the golf, you guys go spend $320 that week and go golfing.
I don't know any girl that likes to golf. If you do like to golf, hit me up though.
Yeah.
I'm looking for wifey currently.
Yeah. So. I'd rather spend $320. I'd rather lose $400 and spend time with your mom.
Yeah, I'd rather not lose the $400, but
I don't
just
care.
spending time.
I'll lose everything I own to spend time with your mom.
Aw, you're so sweet.
No, I'm an asshole. That's what she calls me. But I would do anything.
She actually calls you a manipulator.
I probably am.
I think everybody's a manipulator.
Well, I don't think there's any. If you want to be a really good business owner, you got to be a manipulator.
Yeah, I don't think there's any person who doesn't manipulate people around them to get what they want. People are selfish like that.
Well, that's a salesperson.
Yeah.
When you own a business, you got to sell yourself, and the best way to sell yourself is you got to. Okay. Here's a new take on life. It's like I don't want to I don't want to say manipulate because that's wrong. I don't manipulate people into buying what I sell because what I produce is for like the movie industry or like when we're working at Legoland, we're doing like rides and stuff like that. I'm not talking in the I'm not convinced. Hey, wrap your car because you need to.
Yeah.
No, they're calling me because I can help them with what they need. They got a problem, I got to solve it.
Yeah. But
in sales, the sleazy sales guy, like you kind of do need to manipulate someone if you're selling a solar or if you're selling plumbing or whatever you're selling. Mm-hmm. You know, because there's competition. You gotta
be the best version.
You gotta kind of manipulate that person into I don't know.
I don't want to be a manipulator.
No, I just want to be the best.
I want to be the best human I can be.
I want to be the best version of myself, and hopefully people see that and want to use me for whatever the problem. Mm-hmm. Whatever the problem they have, I want to be able to solve it for them.
That's a good way to look at it.
You got a problem, let me solve it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then reward me.
I mean, you don't need to be rewarded, but like.
Well, I do need to be rewarded, or else I can't survive.
I guess that's true.
Like, you got a problem, let me solve it, and then financially reward me so I can go solve someone else's problem. You know, I heard someone say that like, don't sell someone something they don't need. Solve a problem that they have.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best person you can be. Is like, you got a problem, let me solve it.
Yeah, because you don't need that extra junk, or I like. Don't convince somebody to get. Like, I don't need.
Like when you're selling Pokemon cards, you're not solving anybody's problem.
No, you're just trying to make a profit.
You're just adding clutter into someone's life.
Clutter.
Here, you need. I mean, that's great if you're a collector of these little plastic cards that cost lots of money, but
a ridiculous amount of money.
But it doesn't do anything for anybody.
Mm-mm.
It might
like NFTs.
It gives someone a dopamine hit. Someone that's like chasing that, like Charizard Pokemon card or whatever it is. It's like a PS10. I don't know. PSA 10 or whatever that. I don't know how it goes. I watch Logan Paul's podcast every now and then.
Pick up your trash.
Yeah, pick up your trash. I found that walking. Yeah, here. Pick up your trash, dude. Like this is.
That's disgusting. This is our planet, and you're just throwing glass.
Not only is it disgusting, dude. Like that could have popped my tire.
Yeah. I could have fell on my dirt bike, and all of a sudden, that's in my liver.
You know what? But I'm more concerned about my tire than your liver.
That's kind of messed up.
I know, but guess what happened?
What happened?
We popped our tire 2 nights ago.
We did pop our tire 2 nights ago.
In Mom's BMW that had no spare.
At 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, so all the tire shops were closed. And even if they were open, no one carries that specialty tire.
Because it is a German-made car. And that's why I will never buy a BMW.
Yeah.
That's an issue. That's a really big issue.
You know,
the fact that you need certain specific parts that are not produced in the USA and nobody carries them, you have to go to the BMW manufacturer.
Yeah, you want an oil filter, you got to go to BMW.
And it's going to cost you it's going to cost you 10 times the amount for that oil filter.
$60 for an oil filter. I just changed the oil in Mom's car, and the oil filter was like $49.95 plus tax. And then the oil, which is a ridiculous like OW, I don't even know the number it was, but it came out like radiator fluid. It was like water. But it was like $20-something a quart, and it was liquid moly. That's what I used, which is a German-made oil. It's better than BMW oil, but it was like I want to say $180 for 6 quarts.
Which is crazy because I can go to Valvoline and they'll put a new oil filter and top off my oil for like $110, and they'll sit there and check my fluids.
They don't top it off. They take the old oil out and put new oil in.
Yeah, they'll change my oil. I guess would have been a better
luxury
term.
car, great.
I will never buy a BMW.
But you know what? Realistically,
American made. Oh,
there's no cars. Well, Tesla's probably the only American car.
Yeah, I dude.
I actually want a Tesla. I like
do
Elon
too.
Musk. I hated him at first, but he's grown on me. Like, I really like the way he talks.
I like the way he thinks. I like his companies.
Yes,
I think he's so advanced in so many different things that there's no way his product can be horrible. Plus, I see a bunch of Teslas everywhere, so they got to be somewhat reliable. I mean,
well, like the whole thing. Like, now that I understand how a battery charges, the way he says like parking.
yeah, so that's really unique.
You know, but like where you can just plug in your route into the computer, and the computer says, "Hey, you could drive this far. Here's the charger. It's gonna take this long to charge and keep going." So you just map it and you plan it.
Yeah, like if it's gonna take you, it might add an extra hour to your drive if you're going, I don't know, 600 miles.
Yeah,
but that's okay because you're going 600 miles. 600 miles in a gas car, you're paying probably $200-300 in gas.
Yeah, but still, like, it's nice to drive for 2 hours and take a break 3 hours. Like he said, you could drive 3 hours in a car. You could drive 3 hours in a Tesla before you have to charge it for 20 minutes. Like, I'm ready for a 20 minute break after 3 hours of driving.
Yeah, me too.
You know, so it's not horrible.
Nice little 20-minute nap. Let the car charge. It'll beep at you.
Yeah, grab some food, whatever it is.
So, I don't know. I think if I can ever get to the point where I can afford a Tesla and still help others, I'll probably buy a Tesla. I want the new Tesla Cybertruck. That thing looks awesome.
I want a Cybertruck too. But you know what I really want? I want a Tesla I could tow behind my motorhome. That's not on a trailer. So Elon Musk, make me a 4-wheel drive, probably like the Tesla truck. Make me a Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah, make a Jeep Wrangler Tesla.
Yes, which probably is a Cybertruck, but I need to be able to tow it. I need to be able to flat tow it. I need to be able to put the transfer cases in neutral, and I don't want a locking steering wheel. I need the steering wheel to be unlocked without the ignition being turned on, so I could tow it behind my motorhome. And then actually make it so the wheels, when they're spinning,
it's charging
the battery.
Yeah,
so
when you're towing.
When I'm towing. So when I get to where I'm going, my car's charged.
Yeah.
So
that'd be perfect.
Dude, hey, Mr. Musk.
Because I know you're watching.
No, he's not, but maybe he will. I don't know. Can you make me a car, a 4-wheel drive truck, that I could tow behind my motorhome that charges while it's towing, so when I get to my campsite or my new location, wherever that is, with missionary work, I don't care if I'm driving to Kansas because I got to go there for 3 months to do missionary work, or if I got to drive down to south, like Mexico, I'll drive down to wherever. I'll take my motorhome wherever God tells me to go.
Right.
And have the car charging while it's towing. So then
because I think the way they charge is like they're charging while they're driving a little bit, just like a hybrid car, right? They use the brake pads to actually charge the battery.
A spinning wheel is a generator,
right? It's
so
like it's like a wind turbine.
If you got
motion,
if you got 4 spinning wheels, why can't the battery charge?
I wonder if they do charge while they're being towed. Do you think?
I've never seen a Tesla.
I've never seen a Tesla being towed either.
I've never seen a Tesla being towed behind a motorhome.
No. I wonder if you could change out the bumper and put like a hooks.
Well, no, you could. Yeah. You could, totally. But there needs to be like a mode. You got beast mode, you got cyber, whatever all these modes are inside these cars. Like, put tow mode. So you get in the car, you hit tow mode, steering wheel unlocks, all the wheels go into generators now. When I tow it behind my motorhome, it's charging the battery, so when I get to where I got to go, I can tour around, check out the town, go to...
That would be the perfect car for traveling the road.
Yeah, do the Gettysburg, because every time you go to your new destination, your car's fully charged, you go check out the town, hook it back up.
You're not going 400 miles, 300 miles in one little town. You might, but it's highly unlikely.
Dude, all those stops that we did in our motorhome, a fully charged Tesla would have been sufficient the whole time.
Mm-hmm. There would not have been a time that we had to stop on a charger.
We'd never had to buy gas.
Never.
I mean, maybe when we stayed in Fiesta Key and we went down to Key West, because that was like a long drive. But we just charged the car and went to Key West. Once we get there, find a supercharger, charge it.
And eat a key lime pie. I just want to make sure our phones aren't overheating.
Yeah, we should probably wrap this up, too, because we got to make those monuments. Are we good? Yeah. All right, well, let's wrap this up. It's probably well over an hour.
I think so, too, especially with the shooting thing.
We got the shooting in, so we got
20 minutes. We're at 30 right now,
because we
50.
found drugs.
We're over an hour.
Pack this up, take it home, and then let's go make those monuments. We gotta pick up Kenna because she texted
She's not feeling the best.
Yeah, so let's go pick her up. Let's go do the monuments. Let's get back.
And let's pick up our trash.
Yep, pick your trash up. All right, we're done. I think this was a very...
I like the idea of being in the desert. I think we should definitely keep moving around. I think this concept is really cool.
Yeah.
I also think we should get it to a point where, like, hey, we got a third mic. People are walking by. We're not in the middle of the desert. We're on not necessarily a crowded street, but somewhere where a passerby might
If
happen.
you watch one of our previous podcasts, we talked about like a new concept of filming, and this is it.
This is the concept, moving around.
Just moving around, setting up. Like, I want to go to Dumont and do this. I want to go to...
I think hotels. Hotels would be sick.
If we could set... I'll set up on the Vegas Strip. I don't care. You know?
Anywhere.
I'll set up outside South Point.
We've made it happen once. Like this is all we need to do, and we could bring it anywhere.
Yeah.
The table's a little tricky, but that's just because it's chunky.
But we just get a fold-up table, plastic fold-up table with a table cover.
Yep.
Done.
Good
Easy.
to go.
The only thing is power, because we have a generator. You can't hear it, but we have a little Honda EU generator running on the bottom of this hill.
But this is a very fixable issue. We don't need power. The only thing that is using power right now are these headphones because it needs a little box.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, maybe we can get a battery supply.
We could definitely get a battery supply
that can run this on battery power.
Yeah.
I mean, you got speakers that play loud-ass music for 8 hours. I'm sure there's a way we can figure out how to...
A little 12-volt DC
wireless
cable.
mics, battery wireless mics.
We could I don't know. We got some work to do, but that is the end of the podcast. Because
I'm fucking cooking.
I know, me too. Usually we sit here and we talk for an extra 20 minutes after we say we're done, but no, we're done.
We got work to do.
Yeah, we do.
All right, this was fun.
I liked it.
Me too.
I'm still a better shot than you.
I'm in shock that I pulled out a little bag of drugs in front of you.
I was not expecting that.
You think I was?
No.
I hope your mom's like... I need to talk to her about that before we post this up live.
Worst comes to worst, I edit it out.
I know, but we got to post it because I think
I think there's a lesson there.
It was real meaning. It was authentic. It wasn't staged.
It's your past life thrown away.
And I own it.
Yeah.
I own it.
Cool.
I'm not trying to hide it.
Yeah. Is your coffee gone?
Fuck no, it's too hot. I wish I had ice.
Mine's gone.
All right, bye guys.
All right, later.